It's your girl Tiara and I'm back once again, guys, with another video. And today, I am going to be having a sit-down conversation with you guys. It's Talk It Up weekends. Most of the time I do one vlog a week. I'm trying to start uploading maybe 2 vlogs a week, just because I need to upload some more so you guys can see more content, and I have a lot of ideas. But I think I want to call it like Talk It Up Thursdays or Talk It Up Weekends, something like that. Like, I want to have at least one conversational sit down with you guys, and then I want to be able to have like a vlog or something like that for the second video of the week. But if you guys are new here, be sure to subscribe and join the fam, because I am dropping videos every single week and I would love to have you guys. And be sure to turn your post notifications on so that you get the notifications for my videos. So without further ado, let's get right into this video. Today, the topic of the day is childhood. What do you remember from your childhood? I'm going to be talking about my childhood and everything that I remember and how I grew up and how that led up to me being who I am today. So first of all, growing up, my parents didn't get married until I was 9 years old. So I had both of my parents, but there was a time that I remember when my parents weren't together. They were like broken up for a little while, and then they got back together when I was around 9 years old, and then they got married, and that's what I remember about that. But most of my life, all I remember is my grandma. My grandma raised me for the most part. I remember going to church with her every Sunday, Bible study every Wednesday, and grocery store runs every other weekend, while also going to Wendy's and getting a Frosty and chicken nuggets every other weekend. And my brother would come over every other weekend. So that's what the most part that I remember about my childhood. And then of course I had my sister with me, my god sister. She was like living at the house like there almost every Sunday. I would go to her house, she would come to my house. She was always around. And then I remember having my favorite cousin Steph always around too, like almost every single day. Even on school nights, she would be at the house, I would be at her house. It was just always a lot of fun and always a lot of good vibes. So I remember that aspect of my life as well. So let's talk about growing up. What did I have when I was growing up? Okay, so living in a house with your grandma, your grandpa, your mama, your dad, you, and then occasionally it would be somebody else in that guest bedroom. So it would either be my aunt, or it could have been my cousin, or it could have been my sister staying with us. Yeah, so growing up in a house with like six people in a house, torture. Like, this is why I will not have roommates. I will always live by myself. I cannot stand people. Like, not saying that I can't stand them, but I don't like living with a whole bunch of people. I don't like the atmosphere. I don't like any of that stuff. I really like being by myself. I really like the quietness of the house. Well, the house was always quiet anyway because it wasn't a whole bunch of kids. It was just a whole bunch of adults. I like peace. I like being like alone and being able to be in my room and be chilling. I just like peace. Like my own sanity. That's why I'm like here just chopping it up by myself. Like, I like that type of stuff. But growing up with 6 people in the household and not being able to do anything, not being able to, have company, I couldn't have boys over, couldn't do anything. I didn't have a car. I didn't have anything. Imagine that. Imagine life like that. I didn't get my first car until I was 18 years old. I wasn't able to, even when I had my license, I wasn't able to drive a car or anything like that because I didn't have one. My dad worked night shift. He never let me use the car, so I didn't have a car to go anywhere. I didn't go to parties. I didn't smoke. I didn't drink. I didn't do any of that stuff. So I was never exposed to any of that stuff. So the way that I am now, which I still don't go to parties, I still don't smoke, I still don't drink, I still don't do none of that stuff. I don't go out for the heck of it. Like, when I don't have Allie, like, I'm chilling, like I'm sitting at the house catching up with laundry, like I'm cleaning, like I'm just doing stuff around the house and grocery shopping, doing stuff that I can't do by myself. Like, I can't do like with her. That's basically what I do, like when I have like free time and stuff like that. So like growing up from not having a lot, not having designer clothes, like not having your peoples like in your life the way that they need to be, like that's just it for me. Like, people might think like, oh, well, you had it bad. Like, you don't know exactly everything that I went through. And I'm not going to get too much into detail about all that stuff. It's because I feel like it's personal and I don't really want a pity party or anything like that. And I don't really want to like let people know all of that stuff. But like growing up, I didn't really have like siblings or anybody like older siblings to like look out for me. I didn't really have like protection or from the things that were going on like in my life that hurt me. And you know, when you're younger, when you're hurting and you're going through something, and then you know you're strong when you can go back to school and not cry and about what happened the night before, or not be affected like as much as you think that it should, like anybody else would think that it should affect you. Like, you know that you're strong, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people, like I'm talking to the people now, like there's a lot of people in your life probably that have hurt you, or people that you never thought in a million years that would hurt you, and they hurt you in a way that has like messed you up or at least made you better. Like, I was hurt by the person I never thought that would hurt me. I was hurt by a couple people in my life, but two of them were people that I never thought in a million years would hurt me. Like, the person that's supposed to love you, that's supposed to take care of you, that's supposed to watch out for you, that's supposed to have your best interest in mind, is some of those people are the people that tear you down and break you the worst. Like, they hurt you the most, and you don't even realize you're in a toxic situation until you get out of it, and you're like, oh my God, like I made it. Like, I made it out. Like, I'm good. Like, where I'm at is good right now. Like, right now, like where I'm at, I am good. I wouldn't change it for the world. I wouldn't go back to living with my parents and my grandma and them. I would not. I hated school. I hated my childhood. I hated all of it, except for the fact that I had my siblings and I had the, you know, the cousins and stuff, you know what I'm saying? But you know how some people are like, I wish I could go back to, you know, such and such time or back in school. No, not me. It's a wrap. It's a dub. I love where I'm at right now. I love adulthood. The only thing I would change about adulthood is not having to pay bills. But other than that, I don't mind it. Like, I would never go back. I would never go back to living at home. I would never. It's a no. It's a dub. It's not happening. Just because you don't realize how much happier you are until the people that hurt you or were probably silent killers are out of your life. And it's a weight lifted off of your shoulders. It's everything. It's everything from that point on. It's everything. And you don't even realize how blessed you are until you sit back and you're like, dang, like I made it, bro. Like life could be so much worse right now, but I made it. Like, I made it through a whole lot of worse stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, people don't know what you've been through, and they don't need to know. A lot of people don't need to know. They don't need to know your story. Because that's how people hurt you. Because they know you. And when they have information on you, that's when they try to break you or they use that against you. So just you knowing that you made it and you overcame the biggest struggle and biggest obstacle of your life, that's your biggest accomplishment. And I know a lot of people may think like, oh, they're not where they want to be, or they're not where they could be, or where they should be. But in all honesty, you are where you're supposed to be, because God puts you right here for a purpose. You see what I'm saying? And just because you think you're supposed to be at the moon right now, God is preparing you to shoot for the stars, not the moon, but to the stars. So that's it. That's all I got for today. I just wanted to share a little bit about my childhood, where I came from, how I grew up, stuff like that. Didn't get too much into detail, but if you guys are my family and you guys are subscribed to my channel, you guys know already. Most of you guys know already. If you guys want to know more or just a little bit more about me, I might do a Q&A video. If you guys ask me questions, comment down below if you guys have any questions for me, if you guys want to know anything more about me. But the next video is going to be a vlog, I think. I want to do vlog talk from this point on for the rest of 2020. So yeah, you guys, be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Also be sure to turn your post notifications on because you do not want to miss a single video. Also be sure to like this video and every other video that you like, and be sure to click that bell at the bottom when you guys subscribe to the channel. Thanks you guys for watching. And just to end on a positive note, on an encouraging note, you guys are built to do more than what everybody else thinks that you should be doing. And just because where you were broke you in that moment doesn't mean it's still going to break you in the future. You have to learn to let go and give all of that pain and all of that away and start over and start fresh and have a clean slate, because life is so much more than what you've been through. It's where you are now and who you can be. So thanks you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.